Good morning, you guys, everyone, family. How are you guys doing today? It is Tuesday, February 18th, 7:02 a.m. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Hey, ho. Hey, ho. Happy Tuesday. How is everyone doing this morning? I hope everyone is doing well, feeling well. Yes, just well and everything, right? I'm doing pretty good myself this morning. I am quite tired, yes. I'm just not gonna lie, I'm very tired, you guys, very tired. When I got through going through my glasses here what I want to watch today. When I got through with washing the clothes and cooking, I sat down, I ate, and then I was really tired after that. And I was going to work on my tooth just started hurting so bad. So I was about to work on videos, but my tooth was just out of this world. And so I went and got some hot salt water. Was supposed to be warm, but it made it a little too hot, so I had to wait a bit so that I could gargle. And in doing that, while doing that, my daughter called. So I got to yapping it up with her, and I got off the phone with her. I went to bed. I went to sleep. My bed's straightened up, y'all, but it's not straightened up right at all. It's crooked. I washed yesterday. I hung the clothes up there on the radiator and over the radiator because then when they spin, they practically dry. They're just a little wet. You have to put them on that radiator and they dry right off. I just don't feel like taking them off yet. I'll take them off a little bit later. But yeah, my tooth, y'all, was... Lavelle had an appointment today at 6. He ended up not going. I was up at 3 something this morning because I was having a difficult time breathing. So I went and got my nebulizer and put the liquid in there, and I gave myself a treatment. I only gave myself one treatment. I actually should have done 2, but I only did 1 because I was so tired. I just wanted to get some rest. And so when I laid back down, I took a little bit, but I did go back to sleep. It took a while because at this point it was a lot chillier out because that radiator, I turned it on to dry the clothes, but I didn't turn it all the way on, just a little bit because it gets too hot. But at some point it turns off, like, I don't know, and it gets super cold, whatever. But and that's what happened yesterday. When I woke up, it was chilly in the air, so that didn't help. So when I did the treatment, when I was done with the treatment, I was still, and I'm hearing the wheezing to the point it sounds like gurgling, and I'm like, ugh, and I'm coughing, because of it. So eventually it let up, and I went to sleep. But when I woke up, it was 6:15. No, 5:15, and I was like, I jumped up. I was like, Lavelle, your appointment's at 6. We gotta go. And he was like, they didn't send me confirmation. I'm gonna reach out to them. Blah blah. Cause originally he was doing his appointments classes on through Zoom, but I guess this particular one they didn't have it. I don't know, but he's gonna try to figure that out. I went the minute he said I didn't get no. I went lay right back down. I was like, I was just over it. I went lay down because it was like, little heads up would have been nice, But yeah, so he has to be to work at 12. Jeremiah's gone. So if Jeremiah's here, it depends. Because I know Jeremiah may not be able to take him at 12 if he's here. I'm hoping that he would be able to, but I'm not sure because of what he's doing now. He might be a bit tired, but we'll see. If not, if my lunch break is at 11:30, I should be able to get Lavelle there and back. I might just be a few minutes late if my lunch break is at 11:30. If it is at 11:15, obviously I won't be able to do that because I wouldn't be back in time. So I don't know, and I just may let my supervisor know too, if my lunch break is 11:15, that I may be a little bit late and why. But hopefully it's at 11:30 today, and then that way I can drop him if need be. But I do know I'll be the one to pick him up, which is fine because that'll give me a time to run to the dollar store and get, some stuff that I need, like some more pain medication, for my headaches. Right now I'm fine, but you don't want to not have it when you need it, okay? Some Halls because my throat. There's something else I needed. I can't. Oh, dishwashing liquid. I'm thinking it was something else, but I can't. My mind just ain't. I can't recall right now. Hopefully, I'll remember. Garbage bags. Come on. I have my coffee. It's a little strong today. First, it was weak, and I put the instant in there, and I put too much. But it ain't bad. I'm going to drink it. I am going to drink it. I'm trying to get situated. When y'all see me do this sometimes, I'm seriously trying to get situated. Like, my back be hurting. But today is not bad. Not bad. I got up this morning. One day I'm going to show y'all how I do my tooth. I was talking to my daughter and it was cracking up because I'm thinking the pain was over here. But as I thought about it later, because it's like, Sheena, you've been here before, right? It's what you're feeling is the nerve. It makes it feel like it's coming from somewhere else as opposed to where it's actually coming from. So it's the tooth in the front. So if you guys don't know, now you will, right? And I'm not embarrassed about it. I used to be, but I'm not, because we all go through something. As a matter of fact, that's how I found out about it, because somebody was going through something. And so anyway, this is time to take care of me, though. Let's just put that out there first. Okay? I have my doctor's appointment this Saturday, right? Full physical workup, blood work, all of that. And then next thing would be an appointment, dentist appointment, right? So that'll be my next move. So having said that, this tooth fell out a long time ago. And because I didn't put anything there, I went to the doctor. He was going to do a mold. I was going to make payments. I put 50 down, but so much was happening in my life at the time, I never went back. And then that particular dentist was no longer there. And I love him. Like, he's always worked on my kids when they were little, on me as well. So I just learned to deal with it, right? Because it was no different than having that little gap there. But over time, when I learned about these fake teeth, and I learned to do that, by me putting that there, it was taken, okay, so the tooth next to the one that fell out began to get loose, right? And by me putting this here, it was taking the one next to it and pushing it back. I didn't know that. I didn't know that's what was going on. And then when I realized what was going on, well, damn, at that point, the tooth all the way back, right? There's nothing I can do about it. I'm just trying to get it to come out. It won't. Like, it's super loose, but it won't. Like, if I get the pliers and just apply myself, I could probably snatch it out, but it's just too sore. It's not like the other one was. So I'm going to leave it. But that's what the pain was, because the tooth that I had made, the way it was in there too snug, and it was actually just hurting and pushing that one back more and over, which made it feel like the pain was over here. And I just kept messing with it. It was making it worse, but the pain was actually here. So I took the dang thing out, and I was talking to my daughter. I was showing her, and they was just cracking up and making jokes, which is fine. I'm used to it. Ain't nothing they can say that. It is what it is. But she was like, oh my God. She was like, I didn't know. Oh my God, it's moved. So this morning I got up and I tried to put it back, and it just was so sore because it was just too tight the way I did it. So I was like, why am I doing this when I could just go make another one? And so that's what I did this morning. So it looks white. It is whiter. It's going to change the more I drink coffee and blah, blah, blah. The color will change. And it'll be more like Maz. Because yesterday, once I put that tooth back in, you couldn't even tell. You couldn't even tell. She's like, oh my God, you can't even tell anymore. So yeah, that's what that. So that's partly why I'm tired this morning. It's because I was having a hard time sleeping and whatnot. Okay, sorry guys, I couldn't see the time good with those glasses. I could see everywhere else. Like I said, certain prescriptions make it difficult. Now this bring the time right at me. However, the scratched, oh yeah, they're scratched real bad. These are actually, as pretty as they are, gonna have to go in the garbage because they're really scratched. That brought the time right at me. This makes the time better too, but yeah, they're all getting this little. I'm gonna get some alcohol and clean this and see if that'll come cleaner. But because the way I keep them in this thing, and it's been a while, I've had them forever. Seem like. Yeah, these are like the other ones. They are. Can't see the time like I want to, which means when I go to work, I won't be able to see the screen like I need to. Okay, these are better. Maybe I do these, and they're not scratched. They just need to be cleaned. So I'm gonna clean those. I'm trying to, find the ones that's most comfortable for me while I'm working. These are good. These bring everything to me. The time is clear. But then everything else, like if I'm looking at the screen, this is good. But everything else, it's not as clear. I want the ones that will do both. I was watching this YouTuber yesterday. I watched her husband. So they go to the casino. It's like a second job for them. A lot of these people, right? They'll be like, oh, we're going into the office today. And some of them, or her husband, they work full-time jobs. But they go to the casino every day. And they have a limit, a budget, right? And so for the last, and they video it, they record it, they show you the reality of it, right? And so the last couple of, these are better, the last couple of weeks, the last week or so, they haven't been doing too good, right? And she was she really didn't even want to go because it was such a, like a letdown that she didn't even really want to go. And she's like, oh, should we go? We need to record and da-da-da-da-da. And so they tell the kids bye and everything. They joked about it. We're finna go lose money again because they really have been losing. I think they gave themselves a $500 limit that they spend. And she's like, when you go to work and you work your butt off, these are better. You work your butt off and you go and you try to win money and you're just losing. You get that losing streak. It kind of discourages you, right? But sometimes you have a losing streak before you have a winning streak. I know. So she was really discouraged. She walked around for a while, she said, trying to figure out which machine was speaking to her, which one should she, and by speaking, which one did she feel, okay, this might be the one, right? Because again, they had been on a losing streak. And so if she was like, I don't really want to record. So they was finna play one machine, and she's like, you know what, let's play this one. We haven't played it in a while. And so they sat down, they started recording. And they do low bets. They only play like 80 cent, 50 cent, and every now and then they'll push it up, 1 something, 2 something, 3. That's the highest they go. Every now and then they go up to 3, but usually it's between 80s, the lowest bet possible. And so on this particular machine, the lowest bet, she decided 80 cents. The second spin, the second time she pushed that button, they got a "Your luck has arrived." And within that "luck has arrived," that bonus, she won $600 and something. She hit the major, which was $500, I think, or something, and then the rest of it was, you know, from the bonus. So it was like $600 and something. It had took her by surprise, so to the point where she actually cried a little bit. She's like, "Oh, that is so embarrassing." She was like, "But y'all don't understand." She's like, "We wasn't even gonna come." She was like, "When you get that losing streak, it discourages you." She was like, "We just, you know, was discouraged, you know." And she said, "You know, but when it's for you, it's for you, you know." It was just time. She said, because they were seriously discouraged. I am getting such a headache all of a sudden. So she was really, you know, happy about that. And then they played a different machine and they got a bonus. Well, they played that machine a little bit more and got another bonus. Wasn't as big. And then they played another machine and got a bonus, which was an additional $100 and something. So at the end of the day, they won about $700, and they put $100 back in playing different machines, but they walked away with $600. So for her to only have spent, you might as well say $1.60, because she made the first spin with 80 cents, nothing. It was that second 80 cent spin that she got the luck as a ride off of 80 cents. Now I think if she had played more than that and got that same bonus, it would have been much bigger. But you know, God is good. That's all I can say. God is good. We never know what people are going through. We never know how God is going to move and bless. You just don't know. Like she said, they was really feeling down, and you know, she cried a little. She was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I cried." She said, "But this is the reality of it." A lot of people, and I watched another guy. He's called the Buffalo King. I love Buffalo. That's what I won off of twice, and that's the game that I've won the most off of. That one and a rhinoceros game a long time ago. Yeah, those are the ones I've ever really won the most off of. And another game is sevens. But anyway, another guy played, the one that said he's the Buffalo King. So he played these crazy chickens. And he put in $4,000. He was down to $400, I think it was. And he had only gotten one bonus and it wasn't that great. You know, but the last bonus he did get a jackpot. He did get a $1,000 and something he won, but he lost $3,000 or something. So he was like, "Oh, I'm not sure about these chickens." He said, "I do see the potential, but and it is a volatile game. Sometimes the line hits really good." The wheezing's coming back. I think it's because my coffee is hot, and it shouldn't be like this. You hear me? That's the wheezing. So. I wonder if it's the heat, because I'm getting a headache and everything all of a sudden. I don't know, y'all. It could be something in my house. I don't know. At the end, he said it. He said, "I know I be on here all the time and it appears like we win all the time." He said, "But I really don't." He says quite a few times that, he said, "I actually lose more than I win, but it's the times when you win big that it could be that one time that can just really change it all." Like Brian Christopher. Brian Christopher is the first one I started watching play, and I love Brian Christopher, by the way. I love how he reacts with people and everything. But like Brian said, now Brian bets a little bit bigger, not as much as a lot of other people out there bet crazy big money. Every blue moon Christopher will, but most of the time he bets big but not crazy big. And he hits these, like you said, it could be that one, and he sometimes will chase it and hit that one that, you know, win $30,000. You know, I've watched one, Vegas Matt. Just yet last night I watched him get a what game was that he played? Buffalo something, I forget. It's so many Buffaloes, I forget this one, but it's the one with the bonus green go across the screen. He won. He got a bonus and got a $10,000 ball by itself. Not all the rest of the balls that was dropping down in the link. He had a $10,000 ball. When it was all said and done with that bonus, I think his total was over $15,000, something like that. And I was like, oh my God! But he had spent so much money prior to getting that bonus. But it just got it all back into his son. You know, so you just never know. Anyway, 7:23, guys. Let me go ahead and get ready. Yeah, I can't wait to my appointment because I'm so over this. Like, I was doing fine and now I'm having a hard time here. My back is hurting, and that's why I sound constantly getting comfortable because, man, just really quick though, you guys. Psalms 23. As always, I need this. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters, and restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valleys of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff that comfort me. Thou preparest the table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. My cup runneth over, y'all. It runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. My cup runneth over. You may not see it yet, but I am blessed. I watched a YouTuber. He is homeless, and he built like a little house in the woods out of, I forget what it was. He built it out of branches and blah 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 for him and his dogs. And you know, people were sending him monies and things, and he has a van. It's, you know, barely working. The tags are bad, no insurance, blah blah blah. And one of the people that watch YouTube, I guess a fan, tracked him down. It was a white guy, found out where he was, and came out there because they didn't believe he was homeless. So they had to come invade his space to see for themselves. He was like, "Why? Why would you do that?" So he had a recorder. You could hear the man because I wanted to see, you know. So now this man is stalking him and you know, doing things like that. And so he packed up and he moved all his stuff to protect himself and his dogs. I feel like if somebody is invading your space, your privacy, and they purposely picking on you, you have the right to defend yourself. Okay? But he got on up out of there, and in the process of doing that, he was in this parking lot, this store. I forget which store, but it was a convenience store. And he was about to pull out, and somebody was pulling in, and he honked at them, and they continued to go anyway, bumped his car and accused him of bumping their car. But the security guard in the store had it on camera, and he asked him, he said, "Would you be willing to present that?" And the guy said, "Yeah, because it wasn't your fault." And it was a white security guard. But in doing this, his place was ran. The cop took his plate because it's bad tags. They could have towed the car, but they didn't. And so he went and found a new spot. He got a shovel, was digging, and he kept showing the shovel. He went to sleep, left the tent cracked or something, and one of his dogs got out. So he's looking for her, can't find her. He kept showing the shovel, and I kept thinking, why he keeps showing the shovel? And the reason why is because the shovel disappeared. So that made him, he said, "I know where I put it." So that made him feel like, okay, I can't see. That made him feel like, you know, whoever got the shovel got the dog. So it's gonna be continued, but obviously Maybe that's saying God followed him there. Anyway, guys, it's 7:27. I'll talk to you a little bit later. Remember to say your prayers, not just for your family, friends, and lovers. All your brothers and sisters in Christ. Remember to treat people the way the Lord would, you guys. And expect great things to happen to you, through you, and for you. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye now. Whew. I found the remote. 7:21. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Hey. Oh. Hey. Oh. Happy Thursday. Whew. My coffee good, y'all. I'm coughing so much because one, this is what I go through off and on as of late. Two, a lot of ripping and rushing, trying to hurry and get ready for work. I had to take Lavelle this morning. Was looking for the remote because it was bugging me. Because I knew I had it. And it's cold. Whew. I've known it to be colder, so I'm not complaining. God is good, just dress appropriately, but it is cold out there. Hope y'all are doing well. Once I get settled, I'll be alright though. Lost nails like crazy. I'll be okay. Plus I had incense going. I think that's what's catching my breath from in the bathroom. Yesterday, guys, I was tired when I got off work. I'm sure you already know that. I did go and get Lavelle, but prior to him, I took a nice long hot soak. But then the heat, the steam from the water, I had to get out because it just started messing with me. And so me trying to, get out, get my clothes on and everything, it was taking a lot out of me. It was hard to breathe. I ended up having to do a treatment. I used up the rest of my Primatene Mist, and a lot of the new inhaler I just kept because I had to go get him. So it's like I didn't have time to just sit on that machine. So I'm sitting in the car and I'm just sitting there letting it warm up a bit, and the whole time I'm just constantly between the two inhalers because I was wheezing so bad. My chest was so tight. I felt so full, and I was like, do I need to go to the hospital? I don't want to go to the hospital. I just need to calm down and relax. And I just kept inhale, exhale, and eventually it was fine. There was no more wheezing. But I had to keep, and I remember when I was at the hospital, God told me, it doesn't matter how many times you need to use that machine, use it. Just like when you're at the hospital, sometimes I go and they'll put me on a treatment, and I'm on that treatment, they have to do it at least 4 or 5 times sometimes because the wheezing is still there. And eventually it let up. So yeah, thank God eventually it let up, I try everything before going to a hospital because, I would hate to have went and then sometimes by the time I get there, I can breathe fine. So, yeah, I try to wait and do everything I was told to do. Keep myself calm, and once it, gets better, I'm good. Y'all, last night, no, this morning, I think it was early in the morning, I was up because, again, I was having a hard time sleeping, getting positioned and all of that. But it was a loud bam. I jumped up so quick because I was like, oh my God, the car, because I park right in front of the house. But at the same time, it sounded like a little bit, same doggone place. It's always right here on this corner or right here on this corner. And this time it was on the corner right behind us. And I was like, oh my God. It looked like it was 3 cars involved. May have been definitely 2. And one pulled off. That's why I said may have been 3, because that one may have been somebody that almost got hit and was turning around. I don't know. Then I saw a young lady like she was running from, hurrying from the, accident. So I don't know if she was standing there when it happened and she's getting out the way. I don't know what the case was. I hope everybody is okay, but it took a while, but finally I saw and heard, the police and the ambulance out there. Ooh. Anyway, guys, it is 7:26. I'm going to go ahead and get logged in here. Just wanted to take a minute to say good morning to you all. Happy Thursday. We got one more day to Friday. I can't wait till my appointment, y'all. Oh, I can't wait. Anyway, talk to y'all later. Okay, I'm going to go get set up here. Say your prayers, not just for your family, friends, and loved ones, but all your brothers and sisters in Christ. Remember to treat people the way the Lord would, and expect great things to happen, okay? Great things to happen to you, through you, and for you. I'm expecting the same thing for me and mine, and I'm expecting the same for you as well. Talk to you guys later. Bye now.